Welcome to Eikaiwa Live, where we study and use English while having a great time. The target of this show is to not only teach you English, but help you improve at using English in real conversations. So, we will listen and repeat English questions that are great for conversation. Then, you have 4 minutes to write your answer to each question in the chat. Lastly, you have 4 minutes to write a new question in the chat by changing my question. In each show, we study and practice 3 questions. Viewers who share an idea in one video in a month are 365 Language Planet Samurai. Viewers who share an idea in 5 videos in a month are 365 Language Planet Daimyo. And viewers who share an idea in 10 videos in a month are 365 Language Planet Shogun / Ohime-sama. Eikaiwa live shows are every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 8:30, and Spango live shows are every Friday at 3 o'clock. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I look forward to studying and using English with you soon. Good evening, and tonight's show is Eikaiwa Live, Unit 22, Section B. So, before we begin, let's look at this month's samurai. So we have Kan Mama, Charming, K Workshop, Takanona, Take Agnor, YO, Hiromi Okada, EK, Hiroti, Takesh, A Hybrid, and Mickey. Way to go! If you want to become a samurai, all you have to do is share an idea in the chat. So, let's begin. The first question of tonight's show is, do you subscribe to any streaming services? So please listen and repeat. Do you subscribe to any streaming services? One more time. Do you subscribe to any streaming services? Okay, so now please write your answer in the chat. I'll start the timer. Okay, so do you subscribe to any streaming services? Please write your answer in the chat. I know for me, I subscribe to Disney Plus and Amazon, which, I'm not a big fan of Amazon, but they have some of my family's favorite shows, and so no choice. You gotta subscribe to the streaming services that have your favorite shows. And so before, I used to subscribe to Netflix for a long time, and I subscribed to Hulu too in the past. But how about you? Do you subscribe to any streaming services? Please write your answer in the chat. A long time ago, I even subscribed to the YouTube Premium, because I was watching lots of YouTube videos, and so I thought, it would be a good idea, to be able to watch YouTube videos without advertisements. So I guess, I have subscribed to Amazon, Disney Plus, Netflix, Hulu, and YouTube. Those are, of the five. Now I'm only subscribed to Disney Plus and Amazon. How about you? Do you subscribe to any streaming services? Please write your answer in the chat. Maybe not. Maybe no one. And that's okay too. If you don't, if you don't subscribe to any services, that's okay too. Just say no, no. I don't subscribe to any services. I just watch TV, maybe YouTube. That's okay. Anything's okay. Do you subscribe to any streaming services? Please write your answer in the chat. Okay, K Workshop, thank you for joining tonight's show. It says I subscribe to Disney Plus and Netflix. I love Netflix. I wish I could go back to Netflix. All right. Takanona, thank you for joining tonight's show. It says my family subscribes to Amazon Music, but I don't use it much. Yeah, I have Apple Music too, and I love, for me, I use Apple Music quite a bit. And K Workshop, you got Disney Plus. That means you can watch Shogun. That's my favorite show of all time. It's only on Disney Plus. Charming says, no, I don't. That's okay. Thank you for joining the show, Charming. Okay, well, let's move on to the next section. And if if you're still writing an idea, please feel free to share your idea anytime. KE says, I subscribe to Netflix and enjoy watching movies. All right, KE, thank you for joining the show tonight. That's great. I love watching movies too. All right, well, let's move on to the next section. Okay, so this time, please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. I'll start the timer. Okay, so you have 4 minutes to write a new question in the chat by changing my question. Now, we use the word subscribe. Originally, a long time ago, subscribe was for magazines and newspapers. So, you could ask questions, talking about newspapers, magazines. A long time ago, actually, I was a newspaper boy. I delivered newspapers to houses around my neighborhood, to the people who subscribed to the newspaper. Long time ago, on my bicycle. Okay, if you have an idea, please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. My question was, do you subscribe to any streaming services? Okay, I got a whole tokuri right here. So, please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. My question was, do you subscribe to any streaming services? So, talking about streaming services, I think one good question would be, do you have a favorite streaming service? I think, I don't, I wonder if, I think YouTube might even be a streaming service. Okay, K Workshop says, do you subscribe to any training gym? Nice idea. But I would actually, if you're talking about a gym, I would say, instead of do you subscribe, I would say, are you a member of any training gym? Um, so, a little different. I think for gyms, usually I would say member. All right, Takanona says, do you subscribe to BS Broadcasting? Yeah, I think that's probably, it's okay to use the word subscribe. Do you subscribe to BS Broadcasting? And I think in Japan, maybe a lot of people do subscribe to BS Broadcasting, but I don't. How about you, Takanona? And K Workshop, are you a member of any training gym? I used to be a member of a training gym near my home called Holiday. Okay, KE says, what is the most expensive subscription so far? Nice idea, KE. What is the most expensive subscription so far? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know so well. But I think for me, my old Netflix subscription may have been the most expensive, but I don't know. How about you, KE? All right. Well, nice work, everyone. Nice job. Let's move on to the next question of tonight's show, which is, prefer to watch videos on my phone because I can use earphones. How about you? So please listen and repeat. I prefer to watch videos on my phone because I can use earphones. How about you? One more time. I prefer to watch videos on my phone because I can use earphones. How about you? Okay. K Workshop says, no, I'm not. I used to go to a public gym. Nice idea. Okay, well, let's move on. And please write your answer in the chat. I'll start the timer. Okay, so I prefer to watch videos on my phone because I can use earphones. How about you? Please write your answer in the chat. So this question is pretty much the same as like, how do you prefer to watch videos? Same as me, you might say, me too. I prefer to watch videos on my phone because I can use earphones too. Or, maybe I bet a lot of people probably prefer to watch videos on their TV because the screen is really big. Could be, I don't know. Or on their laptop. But anyways, please let me know by writing your answer in the chat. I prefer to watch videos on my phone because I can use earphones. How about you? I think, for me too, I usually watch videos in the evening when my family's sleeping. And so it's very useful to use my phone and earphones. How about you? How do you prefer to watch videos? I used to watch videos on the train on my phone. which was really nice because, you're on the train and you can watch videos. But I decided to change. Nowadays, I like to rest on the train or play Duolingo. No videos. How do you prefer to watch videos? On your phone, on the laptop, on the TV? Please let me know by writing in the chat. Okay, Takanona says, I like to work without earphones and listen to music on my phone as background music. Sounds great. Very nice. Charming says, me too. I prefer watching videos on my TV. Sounds great. Nice ideas. All right. K Workshop says, I don't prefer to watch videos because the screen is too small to watch videos. I see. I would say probably, I'm guessing on your phone, right? Because the screen is too small. Yeah, that is a big problem of the phone. Kanmama says, I prefer to watch videos on my big TV screen in my room. Wow. Lucky you. That sounds great. Yeah, I love watching videos on the big screen too, sometimes. Yes. Nice ideas. All right. Okay, well, let's move on to the next section. If you're still writing your idea, please continue and feel free to share your ideas anytime during the show. Okay, KE says, I usually watch videos at home, so I don't use earphones. Nice, nice idea. That's great. Okay, well, let's move on. So now, please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. I'll start the timer. Okay, so you have 4 minutes to write a new question in the chat by changing my question. My question was, I prefer to watch videos on my phone because I can use earphones. How about you? So, now you can change my sentence / question any way you want. For me, a kind of interesting thing is recently I prefer to go jogging in the evening. How about you? I used to, for a long time, I preferred to go jogging in the morning, but recently I don't because if I go jogging in the morning, I'll be very tired in the evening. And so I like to, nowadays, I prefer to rest in the morning and go jogging in the evening. How about you? Please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. It could be anything. Maybe you might say, I prefer to study English in the evening. How about you? Or maybe I prefer to study English in the morning. But anything is okay. When it comes to cooking, I prefer to cook or make lunch rather than dinner. How about you? I mean, that's just example. Another example. Anything is okay. If you're just joining tonight's show, right now we are writing new questions in the chat by changing my question. My question was, I prefer to watch videos on my phone because I can use earphones. How about you? And anything is okay. We talked about streaming services tonight, so you could say, I prefer to watch videos on Netflix. How about you? Maybe when I drink, I prefer to go to yakitori shops. How about you? Okay, Takanona says, I like watching rugby matches on BS Broadcasting because I can watch sports programs on BS Broadcasting. Sounds great. Nice idea, Takanona. Very nice. KE says, I prefer to cook because going out to eat will cost a lot more. How about you? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Actually, I would say I prefer to drink at home because going out to drink will cost a lot more. That's what I would say. But great job, KE. Nice idea. And if other people are still writing, no problem. Please keep writing and please share your ideas anytime during the show. All right, now we're going to move on to the last question of tonight's show, which is, how much time do you think you spend watching videos each week? So let's listen and repeat. How much time do you think you spend watching videos each week? One more time. How much time do you think you spend watching videos each week? Okay, so please write your answer in the chat. I'll start the timer. All right. How much time do you think you spend watching videos each week? Please write your answer in the chat. I don't know. For me, this is a tough question because I watch videos during the daytime a little bit, but mostly I watch videos in the evening. So it's kind of when you watch videos in the evening, it's kind of I don't it's difficult to remember how much time did I watch. Uh, so this is kind of a tough question, but it's an interesting question, I think. How much time do you think you spend watching videos each week? Maybe I don't know. Maybe for me. Okay, Takanona says 1 hour per day times 7 days equals 7 hours per week. Nice idea. Charlie says I spend about 10 hours each week. Very nice. Nice idea. And if you're like me, you may have no idea. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of people probably watch over 10 hours a week. But it's tough, because it's case by case. So, some weeks you might watch more, some weeks you might watch less. But I would say if, someone asked me this question, I would say probably between 10 to 20 hours each week. K Workshop says, I think I spend over an hour every day, but it could be more. Me too, me too. And it's kind of a difficult question because, sometimes you watch a video, but sometimes you only listen to a video. K Workshop says it's a waste of time. I'm not so sure about that because sometimes you can learn new ideas by watching a video. And so, um, I would say don't underestimate the value of watching, learning information by watching videos. One of the biggest things in my life was learning about fasting from watching a video. And so I think that helped me to stay in good shape. But yeah, it is it's sometimes there's a lot of kind of, you could say, wasteful watching, but sometimes you can learn a lot by watching a video. So not 100% a waste. Yeah, I would say probably for me 10 to 20 hours. And who knows, maybe even longer sometimes. KE says, I think I spend at least 2 hours watching videos a day. Okay, so I think KE, that's the same as me, like, you know, 10 to 20 hours a week. Okay, great job, everyone. Nice work. Okay, let's move on to the last section of tonight's show, which is please write a new question in the chat by changing my question. Okay, I'll start the timer. Okay, so my question was, how much time do you think you spend watching videos each week? Let's try to change this question to make a new question. If you guys could ask me about drinking. Kind of funny question. How much time do you think you spend drinking each week? For example. But anything's okay. Drinking, cooking, exercising, studying. If you want to talk about how much time. All right, Takanona says, how much time do you think you spend exercising each week? Great question. Nice work. That's a tough question. But it's so tough. It's a very tough question. I would say, first off, Takanona, how about you? How much time do you think you spend exercising each week? I would say for me, I probably spend about 3 to 4 hours exercising each week on average. Some weeks I might exercise maybe just, maybe 1 hour, but, other weeks I might exercise 7 or 8 hours. But I think on average, I would say 3 to 4 hours. Okay, Charmin says, how much time do you think you spend eating lunch in a day? Great question. Recently, I do not spend as much time as I used to eating lunch. So I would say usually I spend about 15 minutes, about 15 minutes eating lunch, and probably about 15 minutes making lunch each day. How about you, Charmy? Oh no. K Workshop says, How much money do you think you spend drinking each week? Oh. That's a nice question, K Workshop. Um, hmm. Hmm. Um, I would say, I probably spend about 5,000 yen, each drinking each week. But, sometimes, that's a kind of on the low end 5,000 yen, and then maybe on the high end 10,000. But how about you? How about you, K Workshop? Um, Mama says, how much time do you think you spend checking Instagram each week? Nice idea. Well, I've never really got into Instagram, and so I, for me, I almost spend no time checking Instagram. But how about you, Mama? Takanona says I spend about 7 hours exercising each week, 1 hour per day equals 7 hours. That's right. Good math, Takanona. Very nice. KE says, how long can your power of concentration last? Great question. Next question, KE. How long can your power of concentration last? That's an interesting thing. It's always case by case. Some things your concentration can last longer than others. But I think, like, for example, when it comes to Duolingo, my concentration can last about 45 minutes if I'm in a good condition. But after 45 minutes, my mind is very tired, and so for me, I like to go about 15 minutes. I think 15 minutes is the best. And then take a break and kind of rest. But yeah, how about you, KE? How long can your power of concentration last? Okay, well, great job, everyone. And if you don't have time to reply to my questions, you can always do it in the chat or in the comments after the show's over. But that's the end of tonight's show. So thank you so much for studying and using English with me. As you all probably know, we have shows on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 8:30 and the Spango Live, which I'm thinking about changing the Spanish, English, and Japanese live on Friday at 3 o'clock. And so if you haven't already, please subscribe and give the show a big thumbs up. All right. Well, I hope everyone has a great evening. Please take care, and I will see you next time, which will either be tomorrow, Friday at 3 p.m., or Sunday at 8:30 p.m. So take care. Good night.